I have lived on Drift Creek, Upper Drift Creek, for the last 43 years. And Drift Creek goes into the Alsea, and we live way out. And so in that 43 years, I've had a chance to observe changes. And used to be, we'd drive to Toledo to take our kids to school, or go to our work, or whatever, and there would be deer. We'd see deer every day. Lots of rabbits, lots of deer, lots of birds. We rarely see deer now, rarely. And I mean, I see them in my apple orchard, but other than that, I don't see very many. They're in Toledo, but you know, when they aerial spray, they change the whole botany of it because all the broadleaf plants are gone. And what comes back is tansy ragwort, digitalis, things that are very, very hardy. They're invasive plants, and they're not native. So they kind of do the cover, and they're not forage for deer. I mean, nobody loves to eat that stuff. They're toxic, or they're just not what they're used to eating. So it's changed in that way very much. So that's the big picture, just the whole relationship with it. I know that we happen to be lucky in that Drift Creek goes through the land, and so we're able to see, you know, the changes with the salmon and all that as well, and the siltage. And I know that the timber companies have had some issues with that. But a couple of years ago, it's been now, we're pretty much logged around. We have 60 acres, and we're sort of a little island at this point. But they logged next to us on one side, and they sprayed, and they got a tributary that goes into Drift Creek. And I wouldn't say it doesn't have fish. I think it does have fish. But it isn't probably regarded as a fish-bearing stream in some ways. Anyway, they got it, and it happens to be where we pipe water across Drift Creek from that tributary for our animals. And we have chickens and goats and, you know, that kind of stuff. And we had, it was during the gestation time of our goats. There's like a 5-month period where goats grow their babies. And the spray happened then. So we had a herd of healthy goats, probably a dozen mamas. And we lost many of them. When the actual kidding time came, several just died kidding. Lots of the kids were born crippled. Lots of the kids died. So we had a big loss. And my husband and I were kind of thinking, goat disease, how do we get a goat disease? We live way out in the forest, you know. How could this have happened? We're not near any goats. So we got the veterinarian out to see what was afflicting our herd. And he did blood tests, and there was no goat disease. So we called in and asked for an investigation by Oregon Forestry, and they did. We've never gotten the results of it, and I don't know what they found, really, and this was quite a while ago. But he did come out and interview us, look around the creeks and go up on the watershed and kind of look at it.
It's a small city, town, not very many people, the west of Eugene. My husband, he was raised in Lorain. I was raised in Crow. He went to Lorain grade school, and he went to Crow High School. I went to Crow High School. We were great high school sweethearts. We went to Steady for 2 years. He went into the service. He was in Vietnam. He has cancer from Agent Orange from Vietnam. We raised 2 children. We bought a home at Crow on Territorial Road in between Crow and Lorain. And we had 3 acres. We had every animal you could think of. I worked as a teacher's aide. I worked with the handicapped. My husband was a logger, and he operated machinery, and he could tell about the eagles and the spray that was going on in the forestry there. And so he was around spray. We didn't know what it was. We didn't know that it would cause things or anything. And one day in June of 1999, oh, I forgot to tell you, our neighbors, they moved in, and they planted 4 acres of grapes. and we lived down here, and they lived up here. And one day in June, I had all the windows open, the doors open, the dogs were loose. I was in my shorts, my tank top. I was cleaning house. All of a sudden, the dogs started raving. I started burning. I went out to see what was going on, and they were spraying the vineyard. And at that time, it was an old tractor. They used a blast sprayer on the back. It didn't shut off. You go up a row, you turn around, it sprays down on us. And this kept going on, and I would tell them that I was getting sick, and please notify us. I got a doctor's note. They never notified. And then in June of 1999, when I was cleaning house, a young Hispanic who was spraying. He had never sprayed the vineyard before. He probably didn't even know how to read the directions on how to mix the spray. And when the spray came out, it looked like pudding. It looked like our place had snowed. The whole was white, the vineyard was white. And I went and put my warmth on, put a hood on, put things on, put a hanky around my face, tried to get my dogs, because my dogs were barking at the fence, and he was spraying, and it was getting all over them. And so I shut the dogs up. I went inside, closed everything up. I sit in there like, what the heck am I supposed to do? I never stopped to think that I was supposed to phone 911 or something. You're burning, you're getting eruptions on you, and you're dizzy, you're sweating, your chest was hurting, you just didn't know what to do. And so I phoned MCAP, which is a place in Eugene, and I said, I've been sprayed, what do I do? And Pollyanna, sweet Pollyanna, she said, call agriculture and make a chemical trespass. So I came from agriculture, we come to our place. And when they came out, it was a young lady. She had never went around in people to get help. Even Peter DeFazio, the great guy, he wouldn't have anything to do with me. Another representative said, they have a right to spray. They have a right to spray. And I said, yeah, but we have a right to live in our home. Well, it happened to be that the spray came in the house, it contaminated everything, and the state said the way to clean it is to use Purex. Wipe your walls down, everything down Purex. We did this, and it turned into dust. You could see the air, and we couldn't be in our home again. December of '99. And so we moved out. We lived at the Red Lion. Our daughter, we took a loan out on our places, and here you're in a fifth wheel to the sprays and stuff. And what does it do? It's light sensitive, and it makes you electrical sensitive.